But sending 25-game winner Whitey Ford to the mound for Game 1 was helpful in calming Yankee fears.
We had Whitey. If it went 7 games, I was going to pitch him at least 3. That was our ace in the hole.
And putting Ford out there for Game 1 immediately paid dividends.
It was tough. It was like a surgeon. He just kind of cut us up and we didn't know what we were doing. And he totally dominated the game.
Ford blanked the Reds 2-0. He'd have a chance to make history later in the series, but the Yankees had to send someone else to the mound in Game 2. And against Ralph Terry, Cincinnati's bats heated up. It was time for the bomber hitters to respond, and without Mantle, they desperately needed something from Roger Maris.
Roger Maris was physically and emotionally exhausted.
Resurgent Reds pitcher Joey Jay had led the National League in wins, and now he silenced all the Yankee bats as Cincinnati evened the series.
I pretty much shut them down. I think they ended up with 4 hits or something like that.
Suddenly, the mighty Yanks didn't seem so mighty.
Joey Jay was the guy that beat us, and he said he wished the Yankees were in the National League. They wouldn't last too far long in the standings.
Back in Cincinnati, the atmosphere was festive, as the Reds were hosting a World Series game for the first time in 21 years. And the Reds shared their fans' enthusiasm for World Series glory.
Going back to Cincinnati, we definitely thought we had the upper hand.
After sitting out the first 2 games, Mickey Mantle had seen enough, deciding that no matter how much pain he was in, he was going to play. But as the game began, Mantle's presence in the lineup didn't seem to matter, as knuckleballer Bob Perky baffled the Yanks.
Perky was pitching so well that we thought we had the game in hand.
With the Reds leading 2-1, with 2 outs in the 8th inning, they were just 4 outs away from taking a series lead. Then Johnny Blanchard was summoned to pinch hit.
I was looking for my bat, and Mickey Mantle was standing up by the bat rack. And he said, "John, he's going to throw you a slider, first pitch for a strike, a hard slider. And then he's going to come back with the knuckleball." Well, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't hit a knuckleball. If Bob Perky would have thrown the ball in the press box, I'd have jumped up and swung at it. I was swinging at the first pitch because Mickey Mantle told me. Well, sure enough, here comes a hard slider for a strike.
Blanchard swings up the first pitch and sends a powering drive deep to right field. Frank Robinson goes back with the ball sailed over the pitcher fence for a pinch hit home run. And the score is just like that, 2-2.
And circle of bases. All the guys were happy, you know. Mickey's still standing down by the bat rack. He wasn't smiling either. He said, "Hey, Blanche." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You owe me a 6-pack of Pepsi." I said, "Oh, man, I'll get you a case."
The Yankees had 4 even, and as the game moved into the 9th, Roger Maris stepped to the plate, yet to record even a hit in the series.
Puts the Yankees ahead with some mystical strength, some magic that he still had left in his body.
Maris's homer would give the Yankees the victory in Game 3. And for the 4th game, they sent out Whitey Ford to put a stranglehold on the series. Like Maris and Mantle, Ford had a chance to break one of Babe Ruth's records, consecutive scoreless innings pitched in World Series play.
Before the game in Cincinnati, writers said, "What are you going for the record today?" And I had no idea what they were talking about.
While Ford didn't receive the attention his teammates had, he did break the record, and he continued to frustrate the Reds. For support, Mantle made a timely contribution in the Yanks' crucial rally to help give Ford the only run he would need, but it came with a price.
Manager Houck decides that the courageous Mantle has gone as far as he can.
Don Mickey, he's one of them guys that you couldn't hardly get him out of a ball game. He was going to stay in there. But I was really worried when I saw all the blood. That was scary.
Gosh, there was a spot about 5 inches, about that big around, of blood coming through his shorts and his uniform.
I finally realized how courageous this guy was to even want to play in that condition. But that's what I remember most about that series. Not so much beating Babe Ruth's record.
Like Maris, Mantle had given the Yanks just enough. In the 5th game, New York would have enough without him as they exacted their revenge on Joey J. The Bronx Bombers knocked Jay out in the 1st inning and routed the Reds, taking the series in 5 games.
The Yankees win 13-5, and once again are world champions.
Why do you think this Yankee championship team is the greatest on which you play?
I'd have to go along with that. We had the long ball this year, more than any team has ever hit. And
The series capped one of the most remarkable seasons in history and crowned one of the greatest teams ever.
Anybody that says it was a better team than that, I'd have to disagree with them. There might have been one as good, but I don't think anybody could ever have been better.